Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back now. A little bit happier now. I want to talk a little bit about haldol and stelazine. Okay, those two medications. Okay, a psychiatry medication is given for anxious people, not just panic attacks. It's for violent people and people that cannot be controlled, set still, or anything like that. It's not their fault or nothing like that. It's just stressful situations. Let's say you're admitted to the hospital and they can't keep you still and they don't want to strap you. I mean, they have to strap you to the whatever, to the bed sometimes, and they have to do things like that to get you mentally, back to yourself. But they can't do it without sedating you. Basically, they can give you a shot of haldol. I mean, give you a shot of all kinds of different drugs, like morphine, pain, but they take out the edge for pain. But I mean, psychiatry medications, so the different stelazine works really good. You got zine, stelazine, and well, that's something else. It's for nausea. But thorazine's really good. Mellaril, that's for psychotic situations, schizophrenia, bipolar affective disorder, and stuff like that. Before you take that medication upon yourself without a doctor's permission and authorization. You got to really know what you're getting into, because all it does is makes you really tired. More tired than Valium does. That's Yeah, it depends on the person too. But and stelazine works in the same fashion too. But you got to pay attention to your brain waves, brain receptors. You're in and out of consciousness. How often, and your breathing problems, your respiration's got to be, looked at. I mean, just like when Michael Jackson was under with Diprovan, even though it was Diprovan, propofol, whatever, 1%, whatever. I mean, still depresses the nervous system, depresses your breathing, so you got to watch it. You got to monitor all that shit. You can't play Jesse James. You can't play guessing games. So you just go just for today. That's how you. I mean, if it happens just for today, that's what you got to do. But main thing is even after a hospital visit, which costs thousands of dollars. Sometimes a lot of people don't have insurance. They do. It costs you money anyway. That's what I've heard. But you follow up with your doctor naturally. They say 2 days, but you can't. That's the problem nowadays. They say follow up with the doctors in 2 days. That's a joke, because it usually ends up to be a week or 2 weeks. I say, doctor. I say, I can't see my doctor in 2 days. He goes, why not? He's acting like puzzled. He goes, why can't you see your doctor in 2 days? I said, because this is a weekend coming up, they're going to be closed. And then he started thinking, I said, well, that's a pretty good point. He says, well, can you see him by next Tuesday or next Monday or Tuesday or something like that? I say, well, I can call those days, but that don't mean I'm going to guarantee to see him. And he goes, well, I said, well, can you write out a slip at least or something like that maybe? And maybe I can take that in and prove it, that I need to be seen. And he goes, no, well, I have to write out a slip anyway of your diagnosis here, but that's only kind of proof that I could give to you to give to him. And I said, well, that's fine, or fax it over. She goes, yeah. But I said, well, that's not going to, I told the doctor, says it's not guaranteeing me a seat, though, an appointment. I said, I have to take my I have to take my own chance, basically, and just walk in, I guess, and just pray I can get an appointment, because there's a lot of sick people out there, sicker than I am, with heart disease and lung disease, and pneumothorax and all kinds of basic things, that it came out of. You can't just jump up and say, hey, I'm going to take your place, and I'm right in front of you. Some person is sicker. And my lawnmower, she woke up now, so you don't hear no crackling in the background, except for me. But she's awake now. Everything. I was just putting the last video I just did a while earlier. I was just putting my regards out to Cassandra. and everything, and I just talked to her and everything earlier, and told her I was sorry and about her situation, not the other person. But I'm gonna plead fifth on that one, but have to. Anyway, back to the drawing board. You can mix these drugs, the stelazine and haldol, but I wouldn't recommend too much of a sedative with the effect of haldol. You can do one, like if they give it to you in the evening, haldol, usually a 5 milligram, I believe, is most maximum. They give it 3 times sometimes. It depends on the person, too. You don't just jack them up just like that. Okay, you can take a Xanax later on before bedtime. Because it only lasts a few hours anyway, it's somatic. If you want some, because most benzos, too, benzos that you do take, like Xanax, they enter the body and leave the body. Like that. Because the liver breaks it down. It breaks down all drugs anyway. Okay. Stelazine is, well, it's a little bit different, but they're both antipsychotic, like Zyprexa. Okay, these drugs, though, tend to have a lot of things to watch out for. Puffiness of your mouth, puckering of the lips, of the hands. You start doing this, called snakes, doing the snake move, flickering, stuff like that. Hold your hand out, still shaking. That's Parkinson's syndrome, whatever it is, Parkinson's. And they got the RS, whatever the doctor said. I forgot what the last one, P something, I think it is. And then there's so many different ones. But the one you really got to watch out for is when you start making face expressions, you get stuck. Tardivs, it starts with tardive. That's all I know. And then DY at something. I have to look it up again. But this is where you get stuck in that position for a long period of time. So it could be permanent too, damage. So you really got to know, especially with people that have muscle twitching and a lot of other things. And that causes that too. Klonopin's a really good medication too, but that's mostly a restless leg syndrome too, and panic attacks like Xanax. Because the only thing I like about Klonopin is it doesn't leave the body as fast. It stays in the body a long time. It works longer than Xanax does, I could take Xanax. Let's say I take 2 milligrams Xanax, like I did a while ago in front of you guys, right? Example. Okay, it leaves the body 4 or 5 hours. I'm just saying, example. Okay, it leaves the body 4 or 5 hours. Body's used to it. Okay, then you get your Klonopin. You get 2 milligrams of that. That don't leave the body within that time. It's staying there about 6 to 8. It tried 7 or 8 hours, maybe longer. It's going to stand a long time. It works. It's real effective. It's not a bad medication, really. I mean, there's nothing deadly. Most of your deadly medications you hear about are Ambien, okay, Zoloft. That's a bad one because, okay, this is a psychiatrist. He admitted this up, Dr. Mind, okay? He said, this lady came up to him and says, you did this to my daughter, and I'm going to do this. You hurt my daughter really bad by giving her Zoloft, made her mind go crazy and all sorts of stuff. It hurt his feelings. He said he never wanted to prescribe Zoloft again because his experience, of prescribing Zoloft. I've had Zoloft. Okay, I know what Zoloft does. It makes you depressed. True, that's true. It's not a lie. Okay, what you're being treated for, guys, here's the bottom line. What you're being treated for, okay, can be 10 times worse than what you started out to be with Zoloft. That's why I say when you talk to your doctor, not just somebody off on the street or somebody at the pharmacy, because they don't know the answer either. I mean, they probably know the answer, but they don't know all the answers. Neither does the doctor. Okay, but that's who you're supposed to ask. Okay, and they're supposed to give you the best answer they can. they're going to say, well, we're going to explore with this medication and see how you do. But like I told you, with a serotonin reuptake, it takes 4 to 6 weeks before you see any kind of changes. I mean, you got your receptors in the brain, dopamine for pleasure, serotonin for reuptake for mood. I mean, dopamine, if you release a lot of dopamine at one time like this, it makes you happy and excited. Serotonin helps your concentration levels. Okay, then you got your norepinephrine or whatever. That helps your blood pressure too, and your vitals and everything in your mind. Okay, just like the pituitary gland right here. You know, right here. It goes from here back in your eye. It's the other side actually. Touch here, and then this side, right there. Okay, when you go up there and then you take out a tumor, usually most tumors is when you have high prolactin. That's what it is. Anyway, high prolactin is very dangerous for tumors. It shows evidence of a benign tumor. Don't freak out if you have a tumor of the that gland here, pituitary gland. I said it once before. I call it pituitary gland, but it's called pituitary gland. But you have adrenal glands, which you can get tumors in also. That's above your kidneys, which can control blood pressure. And I mean, when you're getting shots of steroids, and shots of all these synthetic hormones, okay, make it sound better words. You got to watch out, girls too. Okay, like Jessica yesterday, she told me she's taking Yaz. You don't take Yaz. No. No. Not unless you're wanting to look forward to a damn blood clot or something else, AIDS or cancer. I think Cindy said. Cancer, is that right? Something like cancer, I think it is. Some kind of thing that's going on with Yaz. There's lawsuits up the ass for that drug. Anyway, in the fire too, also you hear in the background, it's a different fire than the one that's going on in New Mexico. That's still burning like crazy too, but that's a different subject. But anyway, I'm gonna recap this video off now and cut this one short because, like I said, antipsychotic medication. If a person's antipsychotic does not want to take a Xanax automatically because it has the same calming effect, it might make you go crazy or make you have a reaction to where you might knock out an officer or beat the heck out of a coach or who knows what. You could do anything you want to do when you're psychotic. Anybody can. You got inner strength. You don't think that your mind goes blank. That's bullshit. Economy recovery. You can't believe everything you hear on the news. Okay, but anyway, just for today, like I said, live for just for today and try your best. That goes for every person, including me. Be sober. Do not do anything bad. Don't do any harsh things. Don't hurt yourself. People out there that like to do, this thing, don't do that, okay? Get help if you need to, including me, anybody, okay? I don't cut myself, but I'm just saying, anybody self, I'm talking about, so who you are, so. Be yourself still. Don't change for nobody. Just because it feels better, you don't do something just because it feels better. You gotta read poetry. That'll make you feel better. Read about Virgin Island, Write a Virgin Island. Read, I got poems all the way from college. I got paragraphs of it too a long time ago, but psychology was different. But, I'm not a psychiatrist. But, anyway, guys, My panic disorder went away from earlier a while ago. I took what I took. I told you, you've seen it, Xanax. You know that. Okay, and I am going to shorten this video. So, well, we're at 15 minutes now, so 15. Not kidding. But anyway, like I said, the world's the world, and that's all we can do. So whatever happens next, whoops, you know, whatever happens. So you gotta live up to man up to it. So y'all take care and just be good to each other and have fun on Facebook. That's the main thing. Okay, because the life is too short not to have fun. That's the way I look at life. That's the way she looks at life. Cindy, she wants to go to the concert, and I do too. Okay, all of you both do. You know, it's fun, regardless how much it costs. Okay, you take care. It's already been paid for anyway. You guys have a good one. God bless. And you too, Cassandra, once again. I really feel terrible about that. Okay, you take care of yourself. And late.